Hey y'all. This is the first time I'm gonna do this, so hopefully it works out. But we didn't really have a lot of time to go over some of the things that we really needed to go over for teacher training. So it's gonna be a little informal, but I'd love for you guys to watch this and then come back to me with questions if you want. Wanted to talk a little bit about now what? Oh, you have this certificate, and then now what do I do, and where can I go, and what's next? So the first thing that you should probably do is figure out if you want to teach yoga, and if so, what does that look like? Where do you want to do it? You want to do it out of your home? Do you want to do it at a studio? Do you want to do it at a gym? Do you want to do it at your work? But if you are teaching yoga somewhere, even if it be at your home, you need to get some liability insurance, and a million places carry it. You can go through Yoga Alliance if you get certified, and I'll talk about that. Excuse me. I'll talk about that, but you can go through Yoga Alliance to do it. I think mine is HPSO is through mine is, I think you can get it through USAA or State Farm. So really just kind of Google yoga instructor insurance, and you can get a policy. It's typically I think mine was $100. So that's number one, is you have to have liability insurance. Don't do yoga without that. Okay. Or don't teach it. I would just hate for something to happen. Someone get hurt or someone sue you or anything like that. Just would stink, right? Okay. So number one, you get your insurance. Now, some people ask, do I need to register with Yoga Alliance? I am registered with Yoga Alliance because I am the leader of a registered yoga school, so I have to be. You do not have to be registered with Yoga Alliance. Some people care, some people don't. If you work solely for Empower Yoga, you don't have to be Yoga Alliance certified, because I know where you were trained. It's really just to make sure that you were trained at a competent place, and not by, Pam next door just saying that she taught you yoga, right? So, if you taught for just us, you wouldn't need it. If you're teaching for your work, if you wanted to do it for yours, I don't think you'd need to be registered for Yoga Alliance. Where you probably need to be registered with Yoga Alliance is if you get a job at Lifetime or LA Fitness. They're going to want to see proof that you went to yoga school. So that's where you'll need the what am I even calling it? Yoga Alliance certification, I guess. Yeah, and that's where you actually get the designation RYT 200. You'd be a registered yoga teacher 200. You cannot call yourself that unless you register with Yoga Alliance, but no one's to stop you from teaching yoga. Also, if you go to another studio, if it's a studio who knows us, knows me personally or Nicole, then they may not make you be Yoga Alliance certified, but some will. So if you go to Nashville and you're I want to teach, then they'll make sure that you are Yoga Alliance certified. So what you do there is you just go on. It's a yearly thing, and you pay, I think, again, $100, and it's you just pay it once a year, and then you're done for the year. Cool. So after you're Yoga Alliance certified, I apologize. I don't know what's happening. Ugh. I'm trying to get sick, but I'm not. I've got my kombucha to get on my stomach all going on, so we'll see. Turkey Day is my favorite holiday, so this is not the time to have a cold. I want to taste all my gravy and all my stuffing. All right, anyway, so that's Yoga Alliance. When you're done with this, you can go teach wherever you want, y'all. Some people make you try out, some people won't. For us, for Empower Yoga, you would have to try out, but to start off with, I want to get, we're a teaching school. I want you to continue. I want you to call me and be like, Anna, I'm coming to your class. Can I co-teach with you? And I will let you co-teach or teach half of a class. I want you guys in the studio teaching as much as possible. It doesn't even have to be with me. If you're I always take Jem's class, then you call Jem or me and be like, hey, can I throw myself in there and teach them? Because here's the deal, you're not going to get better unless you're teaching, right? And chances are, I don't think we have any spots wide open spots right now. But unless you're growing and I see progression, then I'm not going to think of you to like come take that class. For instance, like we'll have someone who desperately wants to teach for us, and then I never see them at the studio anymore. I never see them practice or practice teach or want to get better. And then all of a sudden I have a class opening and I don't give it to them because they showed me no reason like to that I didn't know that they wanted that class. They just disappeared. So if you want a class that empower, then I'm not saying you have to like practice there every day, but we need to see your faces and need to know that you like this is something that you want. You can work at a couple different studios at a time. It is kind of hard to get on regular at a boutique studio like Empower, but it's not. You should still try. You should definitely still try if that's what you want to do. Financially, you would make probably about $20 a class for the first year. That's for us. You make $20 a class for the first year and you get unlimited yoga. So it's kind of like, you get some money but you save $109 a month. And then after that, you'd be bumped up to $35 an hour, or per class. That's just our pay scale. We also work on a bonus pay scale. If you happen to like just kill it teaching and you're like, I want to go for it. If you have more than 2 permanent classes on our schedule, then you'd like before a year, then you would get bumped up to that $35 tier. But it's just the first year of teaching. We really want to apprentice you and make sure that you are growing. We give feedback still every single class. Well, at least I do. So hopefully my other instructors are doing the same. And this is difficult doing a video because I have so many things to say and I'm getting like no feedback. So I don't know if I said the thing already, but we're going to make it. But at LA Fitness, you'd probably make about like $17 an hour or per class. And that pretty much stays pretty stable. Like if you were to even work there for 3, 4, 5 years, it's not a ton of money, but it's teaching hours. So, when I first got certified, I subbed as much as I can. Anything that came across my plate, I was like, yes. Because I wanted people to know my name. I wanted people to know my face. I wanted to get better. So I highly recommend that if you want to get in, that you just keep teaching or offer a free class at work or do a class at your kid's school or offer it for your friends. I don't know. Actually, where you can make a lot of money is offering private classes. Like if you have a space at your house with like 5 friends, charge them $20 a person and then make it a weekly thing. You can make some good money. So you can do your own thing. There's nothing unethical about that unless you're doing something unethical, right? But you can have people into your home as long as you have insurance. But you be careful with that. Don't bring like weird people into your home, please. Let's see. Private lessons. You can do private lessons. That's typically about $75 an hour. You guys have the tools to do this. Becca, tell your clients. Do yoga with them. Man, do that. Donna, your tennis team. Can you imagine? Masha, you got things. Yeah, you could do privates. Let's see, I will tell you that a lot of studios have non-competes. We don't particularly have we do have a non-compete. It's like within 3 miles, so that if a studio opens up like next door, like you can't work at it. But that doesn't take in gyms to account. Like, I don't care if you work for LA Fitness, that's fine. You're going to bring more people in for us because people are going to want to see where you teach. But some studios have a non-compete. Like, I believe, like when we had Emory, we wouldn't let people teach within 3 miles if there was a studio within 3 miles. So that's pretty normal. So just be aware of that. To get a job at another studio, just email the owner and tell them throw it out there. Do your yoga resume and tell them why you're freaking amazing. Let's see, what else? There are other certifications you can get. Kid certification. I personally like Grounded Kids. I am Grounded level 1 and 2 certified. And I did the preschool thing too, but Grounded is a great program. Asheville Yoga Center has a lot of good quick weekend certifications, like a yin certification there. Linda is actually doing a private yin certification right now for someone at the studio, so you could also go that route. But yin's a really cool one to get to. There's prenatal, there's chair yoga, there's, yeah, that's all I got right now. It's late. Hope you guys are still watching. Oh, good God. Yeah, so I think that's where you can go next. I mean, just keep your brain open and like shoot for the moon. What is it that you want, and go for it, and ask me a question and how to get there, and I can try and tell you how to get there. You do need to kind of build a brand if you want an online something, but what's the next step, I guess. But you guys are completely prepared to be yoga teachers. And you can also, the next level for training would be your 500 hour, which would be a 300 hour training. So if you like want to level up and go to a new training and like get another level, then you can look at a 500 hour program. There's not a ton around Atlanta. We've got one coming up in January. It'll be our first one, but looking, if that's something you're interested in, just deepening your practice, then do that. I don't know. There's no real benefit. I mean, there is benefit to it for learning, as well as like if you're at certain studios, they'll give you a pay bump for a 500 hour. So that might be interesting for you. Now, ethics. Y'all, just, you know what is ethical and what's not. Like, don't steal. Don't steal from clients. Don't steal from your place of business. Don't steal. That means money. That also means clients. Like if you, for instance, work at, Yoga Studio A, and at Yoga Studio A, you're going, someone says, hey, where else do you teach? And you're like, well, I teach at Yoga Studio B just down the street, and it's awesome. You should come see me there. Unethical, right? Like, so if you work 2 different places, that's totally fine. But wherever you're at, only speak to that place and only speak highly. I mean, let's hope that there's only positive words for everybody always. But you really only speak at that studio. So you can say, check out my website. I'm on other places, but, really just keep coming to my Tuesday 6 a.m. class, and I'll keep giving this to you. And does that make sense? Yeah. Because we don't want clients to switch places because of where you're at. Even though you're going to be freaking amazing, but we just keep it in one studio. So that's a little unethical to do. It's unethical to have a sexual relationship with any client. It happens all the time. It doesn't happen a lot at Empower, thank goodness. But it just creates a mess, and it's drama, and then it creates this also like paying you for services and paying you for yoga service, but we're like together thing. It creates a mess. So none of that. Watch your relationships with your clients, because I don't really feel like I have to have too much of this conversation with you guys, because think about if it makes you feel like sketchy. Like if it makes you feel sketchy, don't do it. That's kind of my barometer of it. So anyways, this was my first attempt at telling you where you can go next and how you need a certificate of insurance and Yoga Alliance and, things like that. I would love for you to watch this and respond with a couple questions. If you have any. If you don't have any, then don't worry about it. But if you have anything about the business of yoga or ethics, just let me know. Let me know, and I'll shoot back another video and answer it all. All right. Bye, guys.